So, coming back to the story, we are just settling down for our first night away from parents, away from the town. Everything is lovely, and we've had a fun day of swimming, covering each other in guts, rope swinging, hunting, failing to find firewood.
Not me!
Walking, reading books.
You're right, absolutely fucking nothing happened in that first episode.
Nothing happened. Basically, we're setting up the scene for tonight. We've got our sleeping in trees, we've got Chester passed out on the beach, Benny sort of sleeping, nestled up under a tree like a cool, like, ranger type person, you know, hand behind the head, looking like a badass.
Ranger type person.
Real Aragorn type shit. And everyone can make me a perception check.
Is that?
Is this with the minus?
This is the -4, is it, for being asleep? Yep.
The minus touch.
So it's just the roll.
3. Fine.
That would be 16.
16. Excellent.
14.
14. So, Jamie, you're the one who hears sort of like the crunch of sand quite softly, followed by kind of a wet thud.
Chester's just on the beach, fucking fist-full hands.
And you wake up, and as you roll over through the moonlight on the beach, you can see a small sort of humanoid figure gripping Chester by the throat.
You see, like, I just instantly go, I tap you once, and then, like, I don't think any of you have seen this of me yet, but you see, like, my eyes go from like a, I would say they're like a greeny blue kind of color, and they just go, like, I blink and they're like yellow, like
Anakin.
Nah, like lion's
Wheel of Time.
eyes. Have you ever seen like deep into a lion's eye? Anyway.
Yeah.
They're like.
He's from Africa.
Looking into the eye of a duck.
That's scary, man. I kind of just go like and jump just straight out of the tree, just straight at this character.
Man, it's gonna break his neck. You're level 1, man.
You got a 16.
Yes.
You had a 14. You had a 3.
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
Benny had a 12.
Penny had a fucking breathing problem.
And this mysterious
This is what he's
creature.
doing when he's jumping over the tree.
XD.
Not quite. No.
So,
the facial structure.
as you see this figure with his hands around the neck, he kind of looks up and makes eye contact with you as you have woken up and spotted, and you just sort of see through the moonlight, blonde hair, little slightly crooked nose, and as he chokes the life out of Chester, you see his hands start to glow green a little bit. And from the point where he's gripped on the neck, you see the rest of Chester's body start to bubble and melt away off the bones before the insides turn to mush and his bones flitter away.
You would make this character real upbeat and fun and make everyone love him just to kill the name.
And Chester is dead. Well, there is nothing left of Chester.
I don't believe it.
What do you do? You're up next.
Just you hear just like a Chester as I've like fallen out of this tree. It's kind of like not fallen, but like purposely jumped. I probably hit the sand like a dickhead, and I'm just like running pure bolt at this dude.
As you get a little closer, you can see that Chester's like chest has collapsed in, but his head's still kind of looking wide open, and his mouth's like.
So are you guys? Is anyone else awake?
Not yet. I'd say from this commotion, you guys have all like sort of woken up. You've awoken to a small figure on the beach and your massive fat friend running towards them.
As I'm running, you can kind of see like we're in initiative, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Cool. So would it be one action to jump down from the tree?
Yep.
When I jump down from the tree, would I be next to Chester?
I would say with like the awkwardness of it, you've kind of landed underneath the thing, and then you run over. So you'd be about where you are, which is about you're 5 feet away once you've hopped out of this tree. You're still like on grass, and then you're at the edge of the sand to then run onto the sand where Chester is.
Excellent.
And this mysterious creature.
Shut up. I don't like it.
Number 5.
So I've jumped out, and normally a pretty passive kid has just kind of like roared out in like agony, and as you see that, this human roar turns into like a lion roar as parts of my body just start to like the fatness of me kind of like goes away a little bit, and you just start seeing like golden hair, and my character's hair kind of looks like your hair, like luscious locks of lovely golden brown.
Unkept.
Oh, so you've got shit hair.
And it turns into like a mane as I've kind of like look very much like a lion as I'm going to go into rage.
Yes.
And that's one action to get down, one action to get across. I'm going to rage, and then that would be the end of my action as I'm staring this whoever's killing Chester straight in the face.
So next is.
Is there an action to wake up?
It'd be an action to like get out of the bed, sort of thing.
Too easy. How high up is it?
It'd probably be about 10 feet off the ground. Yeah.
Too easy.
Enough that a wolf can't like just jump and nip you in the butt.
I'm gonna jump out of the tree as well.
I think he's. Jamie, did you move up yet or not yet?
I moved up.
Oh, you had moved up. Yeah, okay, sorry.
I'm going to swap my character in.
Perfect.
Dom, can you put my character in, please?
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna jump out, action, move over, action.
Yep.
A whole still strangling him.
There's nothing left to strangle. He's kind of just like his hands have dropped down. He's like kneeled over.
Alright, too easy.
And he's just looking at you guys with this big fucking wicked grin.
Sick. I'm gonna kick him in the head.
Yeah.
So it's 17.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Don't weigh your d4s.
Don't bother rolling damage as you kick him square in the head and his face sort of twists to the side and he just turns back and looks at you still grinning. Benny, upon hearing and seeing all this commotion, you just kind of see her get up and she throws a dagger at this mysterious creature person who, as you're closer, kind of just looks like a 12-year-old boy. And so she throws this dagger and it hits, like, blade in, should be a perfect shot to get him in the shoulder, and it just kind of pushes off and then bounces off him.
Sam's gonna get up, like that picture of Limmy, like, what's going on? Hey, you down there? What the fuck are you doing? That's gonna be oh wait, shit, wait. Yeah, and that's just gonna be basically an intimidate check against him. Which is a 21.
21? Yeah, he seems to, the grin kind of like, he's like smiling at you and he's,
what do you think you're doing?
he starts to like, he looks around, looks at you all.
Then, I forget, do I need to be in melee with him to aid an attack against him, or can I aid Benny from you?
I have no idea.
I think I need to be up to him.
I would say so, yeah, you're like fucking with him to...
There's like a 4th level gunslinger feat that allows you to aid
cool.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to then get down, and I'm going to, I have 25 movement, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm just going to go get around behind him. And that's going to be my whole turn.
Yeah.
So he's intimidated, and I'm flanking with Cool Guy Jamie version.
Yes, sick.
Jamie Cool Guy version. I'm like, hey, Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's my friend! And I run up. That's it.
Alright. And so next is this child. As he kind of like looks around, he's surrounded, and he just kind of goes, I finally got you alone. And then he runs and he dives into the water. And he starts swimming. Straight down.
No one's a fighter, are they?
Nah.
Man, Tui sucks!
As he dives in, and you see Chester's head as the bubbling starts to extend over his skull, and he goes, careful. Oh.
Is there anything I can do medically?
Can you unmelt someone's body?
No,
There isn't.
There's nothing to stabilize.
I might be able.
His body is gone. He is effectively disintegrated.
I fall on my knees and I go, Chester!
Well, that's not. I mean, he's okay.
What?
Because there's a prophecy, so he's not dead.
Can't you look at him?
Benny
Chester
sort of
is
runs
still-
over
he's
and
still
she's
in-
Well,
like,
that's not. No,
we're out of
that's.
initiative.
You see me just like, you can see like tears boiling up around my like lion-shaped face now, and I've just run straight into the water, like hacking and like slashing at this water.
No, I'm telling you, because there's a prophecy that we all fight the evil or whatever, and if we're all there, then he can't be dead.
Look at his body.
I'm looking at it, and I'm not understanding what's happening, but I don't think. I
Then
mean,
he sort of walks over and she like reaches at where he was and just kind of like picks up like sand and mush and just
all I'm saying is that
Prophecy says we do this. Prophecy never says anything about we can't die.
prophecies work. It's no chest. It's no fifth person. There's no prophecy.
We just
Well, what do you mean no prophecy? There's no such thing as no prophecy. It's they've swapped him out or they've teleported him away or something. You know, it's magic.
Can I recall knowledge on Homie? Homie Strangle Magoo?
Yeah.
Society +6.
Yeah. Based on everything you saw, he seems like some sort of like a child. Just looked like a human child.
Yeah.
Cast some sort of magical spell. Other than that, you're not too sure, especially with him seeming to deflect blows with ease. Other than that, yeah, you
Not quite sure.
not quite sure.
Can
Nothing
I-
you've heard of.
Can I roll? Like I want to do an autopsy. I know there's nothing to do it on, but can I roll medicine to try and figure out what's been done to him? Like what it is that happened?
What's your medicine skill?
+4.
+4. So you,
And can I try to aid
yeah,
with
yeah.
medicine?
Benny's also going to be given an
I don't aid.
So
Was it 15 on the die?
Oh, I'm not trained, but I'm trying to help.
Got you.
Benny's also like sitting there, like trying to figure out what's going on. Tears in her eyes, like this just got real.
Yeah.
So between the three of you, mostly you and Benny, you're just kind of like he's been disintegrated. Some sort of like acid death, necrotic spell has withered him, melted him. Like the little like filmy remains is like a mixture of his bones, blood, and skin, but he's gone.
And the
That's him.
spike wall didn't do shit.
It did not. Well, it protected him from animals.
You can just see in this, but like, how long would it take you guys to like check the?
It'd be like probably like a minute or
It's like 10 minutes, I
For that whole time that you guys are doing that, I am just uncontrollably angry. Like, I even like walk back and as you're like, oh, he can't be dead. He can't be dead. I've just like given you. I've never heard any of you guys before, like ever. And I'm just walking up and you just see rage in my eyes as I've just gone like full on push you down to the ground on the floor and I'm like, shut up.
Gods, Jamie. I mean, it's not even him. Just leave it alone.
Can I attempt to grapple you, please?
Yeah.
No.
14.
It's nat 1.
So yeah,
I'm just
you go to do it,
fuck
and
off,
Benny's like
Jamie.
grabbing you, and just like he's gone. Leave it.
We need to find this guy because he's got Chester.
And after
You want Chester? And she just grabs a handful and flings at you. That's Chester! That's what's left of him!
Right, but what did it take? You know, it's just, who knows, they might have his soul in a jar or something.
What's he gonna do? What? We get the soul? Then what?
We put him in another body or something. I don't know, it's prophecy shit. We find a magic man.
Or may just slam straight down?
Yeah. He went down.
Sick.
I walk off into the forest.
No, Jamie!
Go over and I just air like this.
Crap.
I'm following Jamie.
Yeah, Benny's gonna be like, from a distance following, because she doesn't want to, she wants to she's like, he needs to vent, he needs to do whatever. I'm gonna keep an eye so he doesn't get lost.
I'm just fucking just ripping apart the trees, just hitting everything, just tearing shit. And then after like a minute or so, I'm just kind of like, tears rushing down, just like, and you see this like this furry like mane just kind of like slowly retract, and like and me like slowly come back. But you see, once I've come out of rage, that like I now still have like claws, and I still have like a coat of like fur, and like even though I've like this form is reduced, I'm still very much like cat-like esque, and I'm like
Cat boy.
how.
Like the Nightman.
Like I'm just like shaking as I'm like what? I'm like shaking as I'm like I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm like patting your back and trying to calm you down.
Yeah,
I'm trying
everyone's
to help you through it.
basically just go, what the fuck?
Because we've never seen you transform before.
No,
hey?
I've never seen you transform before.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Can I roll medicine on what the fuck just happened?
Primal, so nature, I guess?
Yeah, nature.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah.
You have heard tales of like barbarian clans and like bloodlines that have like this blood of the beasts in them, and when they like get angry enough, they take on aspects of beasts. You can also probably piece it together with his last name being Lions. Probably is a descendant of one of these
Now,
barbarian clans.
when you say bloodlines of a cat, so like his great granddad fucked a lion.
I'm freaking out, and I'm like, why won't it let me change back?
Hey, don't
Why
worry,
won't it change
I
back?
think it's something to do with when you get angry.
You've seen now. I'm not angry anymore. Like I'm out of rage. But
Yeah.
I still look like a lion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. You're saying why you can't change back. Hey man, this is you now. I think. Cat boy.
And you can see like Jamie's back, like the Jamie back.
Yeah.
Back, and it's just like,
This just feeds into what I'm saying. It's prophecy shit.
Just saying if prophecy shit doesn't bring back HS.
But if the prophecy's broken, why does he have kitty cat claws now?
Maybe it's
I look up to Benny and I'm like,
Maybe. If you want to live in a world where Chester's dead and he's cursed, you live in that world. I want to live in a world where Chester's okay and this is a divine prophetic power or some shit.
I think you're living in a dream world.
I think you're living in a dream world.
I don't know, but I think we should get home. Maybe
Yeah. Fuck this. Let's go.
find someone who knows.
There's like is there like a town wizard?
Not really. There's like
Cleric.
You guys live like a couple days from the. I mean, his mum's the closest thing to a town wizard. She's like super alchemical doctor. She like mixes concoctions, heals people. Benny's mum kind of is in charge of defending everything. So she's like, it's more like a defensive setup of a town. It's not really.
Yeah.
I mean, your main trade is apples.
Yeah.
So
you guys have seen.
Get some apples in you, see if that helps.
you just sit there at the fucking flesh mound shoving apples. You're like, come on, Chester, wake up, buddy. Wake up.
Yeah. So now it's I now have like I look like a cat folk now, basically. Well,
Sick.
kind of like a buff cat folk, not like a skinny one. But and I'm going to spend the next hour just freaking out and not having a good time. While I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's happened to me.
Benny's just like abandoned the camp, like she's just beelining it home.
Yeah, what's the middle of the night?
Yeah. You notice like Benny's like as she's walking, she's like saying things and like her eyes are glowing, like she's using magic that she's like you've never seen.
I've call up to her and I'm like, you're right, Benny, you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm just, she's doing all this like nature
What's she
shit.
doing?
I'm finding the direct route home. We don't need to dilly dally. I'm using what I know to get us home.
Preach it, sis. Let's get home.
I've been relying on my own self, but obviously we need higher powers. All right, so we're going home.
Yeah, we can't leave him here, right?
I mean, what do we do?
Yeah,
I start literally,
I take off my cloak.
I'm
like,
Does he have like a necklace or
Nothing.
There's still kind of remains of him though.
It's
A
like
little bit though.
But surely, like his clothes, like stuff that was on him, it's all melted.
It's melted. One big puddle.
Oh.
It's like
Like a hand left.
I mean, we don't want to give his parents
like
like
the
a jar
thing.
of him. Like that's
like
way more.
like in the Thing when it's like a human to transform. It's like that melty plasticine type look. It's like that covering sand.
We gotta.
Well, let's
like a
bury him.
vial.
Gotta take him
Let's
home.
bury him. I'm not taking a vial of him back to his mom. Let's give him a burial.
Right now.
I don't see the point. Because this is just some magic residue from a teleport or something.
I like pick up whatever
We
the
have
goop
to-
is, and I walk over to the ocean, and I'm just like kind of like lay my hands into the ocean as that goop just kind of like dispenses,
Yeah.
and then I like smack the water, like as you hear that like roar come out, just like a lion's roar happen, smack the water. I'm like, let's get out, let's go. And you've never seen me so like internally in pain, and I start walking behind Eddie.
Yeah. So we're gonna time skip 10 years. How do you all grow up?
Oh yeah, I'll start. Sam becomes a lot more reserved person over the next couple of years. She kind of travels from the village, just kind of lives in taverns, does a lot of gambling, does too much gambling.
You have met a friend
Yeah,
who has tried to help guide you throughout certain things, but
yeah,
even to there, I think it took years, but even up with years of them trying to explain to you, you finally have come to return. Chester is dead.
okay.
Yeah. Cool.
It took a long time for that, and I think that's probably right before I come back to the village.
Yeah.
That's why I come back to the village.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, he's dead, I can't just gamble it away. And there's a point where you can't fight the river. You just kind of need to let go and let the river take you where it's taking you.
Yeah.
And so a lot of things happen to and around Sam that she doesn't really understand why. It's 10 years, right? So
Yeah.
22?
22.
Yeah. But she's kind of starting to come to grips to it. And she's been losing her eyesight. When she comes back, her eyes, they're a little milkier. She can still see fine, but she knows that it's degrading. She's not exactly happy about it. Doesn't really know what she can do about it.
Where does she fall blown away?
When she does return,
Yeah.
when she does return to the village, it's in shambles.
Yeah.
The orchard, overrun by weeds, hasn't really been properly tended to in about 10 years. A lot of the people are depressed, sad, still very well defended. If anything, it's more defended than ever, but at the expense of townsfolk's happiness, livelihoods, apples.
I don't want to play anymore.
Well, that means we won.
Jamie, after coming back, has kind of like obviously walked in, and his parents would
Not
know,
early, like
would know, because now I look like
a bit more beastly.
a bit, yeah. And I sit down and I ask them questions, and they would know about our lineage.
So as you're doing that, your father kind of this wicked sword, the lion's tooth, above the fireplace. Your father kind of after hearing like you talk and he's explaining things, he kind of pulls it down and he says like, we were waiting until you were older when you finish, but you need to have this now. And they give you this sword that's been in your family for generations.
I tried to protect him, but I just couldn't, and you just see me start blubbering and
No,
crying.
hey, it's not your fault, son.
I blacked out for a bit there, and I came back and I pushed Sam over, and Benny and I almost had a fight. I've never been like that ever.
That's fine.
And
Ignoring the time that you held Sam over and smeared guts all over her.
That was funny. It's a prank.
While she's screaming, stop! Stop!
and I asked him, I'm like, how do I fix this? As I like,
Your father's just like, well, your uncle knows, and so you go and train with your uncle, and he teaches you how to, master your rage and understand it better, figure out where it comes from inside, and you're doing like it's your uncle is Mr. Miyagi. And he takes you to
Mr.
the
Miyagi.
beach. Mr. Miyagi. Where, he takes you to the beach where it happened and you're like standing on poles doing your Tai Chi to like get in touch with your inner wolf or your inner lion, sorry, and you're going through this rigorous training and he's like helping you come to grips with it, become your own man despite the prophecy and despite what's happened. You can still do good in this world, and he's trying to instill that in you.
I spend a lot of time like helping out around the village. I don't leave ever.
Yeah.
Or, I don't leave up to this point.
Yeah.
Jamie's just helping out, trying to make sure he's even more protective now, and less reserved about it. He's very upfront, protective about it.
Yeah.
He also learned, as he's kind of learning to do stuff and learning to center himself, he finds out that he now can change between his human form, a beast-like form, and then when he enters a rage, which actually hasn't happened since that time, then his uncle's told him about the next stage of that development as well. He actually spends a lot of his time now kind of mastering nature and being out and about, like you said, with his uncle and stuff like that, and just helping around the town. And he learns. Do you stay in town?
Yeah.
He learns a little bit about medicine for you, but in a very very simplified way.
Yeah, this is how you stitch up a wound.
If the cut is bleeding, put pressure on the cut, not above or below, on it.
And through yourself and his uncle, he learns a little bit of natural medicine and how to survive in the wilds and stuff like that. And that's Jamie.
Mike's taking a deep dive into the books.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out what the fuck happened, how to fix that.
Backed off for 2 days, and then was kind of just but you are still a proper child, you're still gonna train. Right?
And I don't believe in the prophecy at all anymore. I'm cool. We're supposed to do this shit. That means like Benny was the prophecy's broken.
Yeah.
I'm the prophecy was, and now it's not anymore.
Yeah.
So massive deep dive into the medical side of things.
Yeah.
Just trying to not ever let that happen again.
Yeah, figure out how you can cure.
How I can fix people, make them better.
Yeah.
I've kind of taken a turn more towards the, what's his name? Umbrella Academy?
Klaus.
The Klaus side.
Yeah.
A lot more jaded, a lot more quiet, not so I'm not rope swinging anymore. I'm done with that childish stuff. I grew up real fucking quick after that. Quiet, jaded, kind of irritated at the world.
Yeah.
Not happy until I can cure everything.
Benny, a couple of weeks after everything had happened, she kind of came to you all individually and said a quiet little goodbye. You haven't seen or heard from her in 10 years. She's gone.
But same with yourself, right? You left.
Yeah.
So it's basically I've only seen you for 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, I left maybe a year or two.
After. Yeah.
And because the prophecy is now broken,
5-ish years maybe.
I'm my entire focus is on when my mom is too old, I am the doctor in this town.
Yeah. And so I think after a few years, your mum kind of accepted that, and so she's kind of also taken it on to show you like her garden essentially, which has like some of the rarest like alchemical reagents. Like she's got different like really rare flowers which can be used to like, you know, just like crunch this up. You can basically, it's an anti-venom, like in a pinch sort of thing, mix it with the poison and it's good to go. And she's like all this shit that you didn't even like realize about her. Like she is like starting to show you her medical expertise and like really get you on board.
Instead of trying to give me a fucking great sword.
Instead of trying to be like, no, you're gonna be a great warrior who's gonna like, you know, save the world. She's like, alright, I guess you can save the world by healing it, so we'll do that. And so she's like still pushing you hard, but she's pushing you in sort of a direction that you kind of still want to go, but at the same time she's still trying to be like, no, you're going to leave eventually. You are going to go and save the world.
Yeah.
Your dad kind of took a step back because he's not really had to deal with much difficulty in his life, so he's kind of,
he doesn't really get it?
he travels more. He doesn't get it. He doesn't really, you know, he goes off and he does this thing and he'll come back and he'll be like, hey, I got this like baseball, if you want to play catch or something. And he'll be like, no, I'm busy, Dad, like studying. And he's just like, cool, yeah, like he just doesn't know how to connect with you anymore.
Oh, Dad!
He just really like, you know, like he knew that you were into books and reading, but he also like still had that connection where he was the one who could kind of get you to come outside and just chill out for a bit. But now he hasn't. Not for a while.
I go see you every now and then.
Yeah.
Not we don't hang out like we're not chum like
Yeah,
we don't kid hang out, but it's more like come and see you, drop off some stuff.
When you've got a scratch or a cut or something, you always come to me and I'm like, sick, like practice.
Yeah. And that happens a lot.
Yeah. I imagine you're like kind of intentionally like not being super safe because you know.
Oh, you get to see your friend if you get hurt.
Yeah.
Also, like since this has happened and I find out that like I have this blood in me, I am now like taking even more to like just help the village in any way possible.
Yeah.
That's defending, doing all this sort of stuff. So, you know, I guess I get scratched up, beat up quite a bit, especially because I'm not the most safe person in the world. Like whenever something does need to like whenever something needs to happen, I normally do it in a very brutish kind of way. So sometimes that leads to, you know,
Bit of pain.
broken elbows and stuff like that and things like that.
Yeah. So on the day that you have started to walk back into town, you're kind of going along. Your friend,
Yeah.
is he with you?
I don't like him being around,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's kind of,
but I kind of can't really stop him from doing what he does.
yeah, so he's just kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
He knows that, you know, you want distance, so he's he's just kind of chilling at the back.
Could even say unmanifested.
There you go. And so he's off and away,
Yeah.
doing his own thing. And you're walking into town, and Benny sort of catches up. He's just, Sam?
Oh.
I thought that was you.
Yeah. Hi, Benny.
How's it been? Did you get a letter
Yes.
too?
No, I've been away for a bit. I thought it was time to come back.
Oh. Yeah. Well, are the others still in town? Have you?
I just got in. You're the first person I've seen. How are you doing? I'm so sorry.
I'm good. You know, I've been off. I've been adventuring. She's got like big claw mark scar across her face. She's like wearing the pelts of like several different animals, half of which you probably couldn't even like guess what they would be. She's just got like this big bastard sword on her back. She's got a crossbow, a bow, just kitted out with weapons, daggers in the boots. Like she just looks like someone that you don't want to fuck with. But for you, she's got a smile.
Yeah.
She's friendly.
Yeah,
And-
you know, I've been kind of out looking into things,
Yeah.
you know, the prophecy and all that.
You know, do you remember when we were kids and I gave you shit for eating that egg sandwich? Well,
Yeah, I didn't end up eating it.
Well, yeah, but I thought you'd get a kick out of this. You know, I eat eggs now. You know, like there's
No,
these,
I eat eggs now too.
There are like these big birds. They're called rocks. Huge things. They're eggs. It's worth it. Worth every battle with them. I'm telling you, these bigger than your head.
Well, back then, that same trip, I think I was wrong about some things too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no harm done.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on the others, but we should catch up, all of us, all four of us again.
Yeah,
There's some things we need to discuss.
Find him. I was gonna head by the Lion's Forge first.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, we'll check that out.
Yeah.
Go now.
Yeah.
So they show up, it's probably 2 p.m, I'd say. Like, you've been traveling for most of the day. Are you at the forge, or what are you?
I'm gonna say you probably see my parents first.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back after like just a routine, just like doing everything. I probably stopped off, I saw you. And I'm coming back and I'm just fucking like, you see me, I'm now just huge, but not shredded huge, but like a
powerlifter.
Powerlifter, huge. And I basically shaved my head, so I'm bald now, like completely bald. And I'm walking around. I've got a big beard though, like my mane's like down here instead of up here, and I like walking up and I look up and I'm like,
Jamie.
come here guys, come here. I pick you both up. I'm like, oh yeah.
Jesus, you've got strong.
And you see that my the burns on my arm are like kind of pussy. Yeah, like they're kind of weeping a little bit.
Is that right?
Oh no, it just happens sometimes. I ran into a little bit of trouble out.
Immediately take a look at it, and I'm like,
oh, Mikey! Oh, she kind of is just appeared there.
Oh, come with your
I'm my like hair full like tight curls, like bright, brilliant red. You can see my eyes are a little bit like almost a little bit cataracty, like a little bit filmed over. Got this brilliant blue coat on, and then just very like practical travel gear, and like Sam's built like a hiker. Like she's been walking like across the continent for 5 years. She's like basically just been backpacking. But yeah, and you can see the burns have on her arm have, if anything, gotten worse.
Jamie is now like, although he is human here, his hands now like basically permanently like not paws but paw-esque. Like they've got like longer like paws.
got toe beans.
How do you work the forge with them?
I haven't been walking the forge. I haven't been walking the forge for a long time. That's my parents' job. They do all that. Right. I've actually taken up a lot more of a physical kind of role in the place, looking after the fences and stuff like that. I spent a lot of time with your mum. She talks about it still quite a bit. Like she would still be in town.
No, she is. Yeah, she's like doubled down on defenses, and she was like, "This is why you should have put me as direct in charge of everything, so this shit wouldn't happen." And she's like, sort of taken over the town, but in like a very militaristic, like totally cool way.
Yeah.
She's not like there's no minority groups that she's trying to like persecute yet, so it's fine.
It's cool. It's the cool kind of martial law.
Yeah. No, it's more just like the mayor will be like, yeah, we should definitely we should go to this festival. We should send like 30 people, and then the militant will be like, she'll be like 20 people. 20 people, like that sort of thing, like.
I've been spending a lot of time with your mum, just like helping out, and spending a lot of time with Mikey over here. But apart from that, life's been pretty good.
So you haven't left?
No, I mean the place needs us. We've been doing what we're doing. I look at my mum and dad, and Dad's getting a bit old now, and Mum's definitely getting a bit old. And I'm like, you guys haven't been around for a while, but everyone's getting older here. It's time for us to take on a little bit more responsibility and help out.
Well, I was hoping to, see what I could do to help.
Sam said that she hadn't gotten any letters. You guys haven't either, have you?
I look over at Mum and Dad, and I'm like, Pa, we got anything?
No, nothing.
How about yourself?
I haven't. Things like, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but this is the only reason I came back. And she kind of pulls out a letter, and it's addressed to her. She opens it up, and she basically just says, like, I think whoever it was that killed Chester wants something from us.
You see it like an ominous, like,
Fucking cunt.
So I just, it said that, I should come back and get the gang together and go to beach.
So you're doing what this cunt tells you to do?
Yeah, Benny, what the fuck?
Well, it said that, and she shows you the letter, and at the bottom it's got, like, if you don't, like, I'm gonna kill your fucking mother, I'm gonna kill all your fucking little friends' families, I'm gonna murder, I'm gonna kill Farmer Joe, who's still kicking.
Oh, yeah, he's lying when he says he's going to kill Farmer Joe.
Yeah, that's impossible. Everyone knows that's
Farmer Joe's outlived all of us.
with clenched fists, I'm like, if we can get hold of this man, or this, whatever the fuck he is, I'm not passing it up. That's where you say it was gonna be?
It just says the beach.
Revenge
I
time!
think I know which beach.
Okay, I'm in. Let's go.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, you don't have to come, but I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I just stopped
No,
walking.
At least let me check in with my mom first.
Yeah, well,
As if you give a shit.
Hey, it's been a while,
yeah, your mom's not been doing so good ever since your dad, and then you left. So.
Yeah, but I'll catch up with you guys.
Benny's like, we should wait. Give her some time. She's been gone.
You see that little bit of the anger just kind of like settle a little bit.
And you just hear Benjamin Wolfsbane. She's like, oh shit, Mom. And she just comes
Her name's
walking. Benjamin, yeah.
Mom really wanted a son.
Yeah, I guess that's
And she's just like, Mum comes walking over and she's like, you've got a lot of nerve showing up after 10 years and not giving your mother a hug. And she just gives her a big hug and she's like, oh, Mum. And then she's just like, is that a fucking, what is this? And they're like picking it apart. And she's like, yeah, Mum, thanks. I went hunting, I did this, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I tried Rock's eggs. And she was like, how good? They're good, right? And she's like, great, yeah! And they're just like swapping stories, and for once it's her mum listening to Benny telling stories.
Yes!
And you just see the pride in her mum's eyes, and yeah. And Benny's trying to be like, yeah, but like, we've gotta, I'm just catching up, we've gotta go do something, like, don't wanna worry you or anything, like, don't think of anything of it. I'll be back for dinner, I guess, like, don't worry.
Don't worry, we're just going to where Chester died.
I just want to show these guys a cool rock that I found on the way back, but it's not towards the beach, it's the opposite direction. We're not going there.
I kind of snapped out of it a little bit, and I'm so intrigued with like Benny's like.
Yeah, it's like she's basically telling you how she took down a chimera. There was like a whole fucking like hippogriff situation where some village was getting attacked by hippogriffs. She took down a bear that would just walk through people's like houses. She's like, this fucking bear guy's like, it picked locks. I shit you not, this bear picked locks, went into people's houses, and fucking stole their food.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I tell you what, you've been up to some.
These creatures are wild, man. Like, you don't even know half of it. I'm sure you've got some weird travel
I've
stories.
already left. I've gone off.
Never mind.
We've been up to it. I kind of like knock her mum a little bit. I'm like, we've been up to some fun stuff. I tell you what, like guarding this town has been there's been some eventful stuff. It's been some fun stuff. I mean, you know how it is. Normally just wolves and things like that. But picked a couple of tricks up from your mum. It's been fun.
Yeah. It's been helping me out. It's nice, Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, this one over here though, this one right here, he's a hell of a chip off the old block from his mom though.
Are you a doctor?
Yeah,
Can you check this out for me? And she like kind of rolls up her leg and she's just got like this fucking massive gash that's just like weeping blood. She's like, oh my god! Walk on, but like,
come over and pull out like tools and I'm like,
Hey,
I give her a little bottle of alcohol and like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, neck that. So I'm just fucking patching her up.
she's like, can you like do a lightning bolt? Do something cool with it.
But do one of these. Do one. And I'm just like, I'm confident.
She's just like, I want that. Give me that one.
She's
Like I tattooed something. So Sam,
patch him up.
you come up to your old childhood home, which is gotten a lot more dilapidated from when you last saw it. Like,
Yeah.
the little window covers are like hanging slightly, garden's overgrown, and you just kind of hear someone clinking in the kitchen.
Yeah, I just walk in like I never left. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, Ma.
And she's like,
Sam? Yeah, how's it going?
she just runs up and gives you this big old hug.
Ow, the arm.
Oh, sorry. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh.
Yeah, no, it's, it's been doing that.
You should visit the phonics. They can probably.
Mikey had a quick look at it, it's fine.
Oh, well, yeah. As long as Mikey did. Where have
just-
you been? Would you like a cup of tea or a sandwich?
Oh,
Or...
I don't have too much time. I'm about to head out with the boys and Benny.
Oh,
But
yeah.
But I've been good. I've just been,
That's good.
what do we call the capital city of this place?
It's
This-
Midas.
Yeah. Oh, I was down in Midas for a little bit. I was, a little bit further than that, and then, I met some people. I was doing some things, but I thought it was time to come home.
You were in Midas. Did you run into your father at all?
He was there.
That's where he's been. He's trying. He's not a big name yet, is he? No, that's typical.
No,
typical your father.
They didn't even register that he was in there.
Yeah, you probably didn't go to the slum drinking places, did you?
No. Yeah, we were probably completely opposite. God, I might have met my dad. Yeah, no, but we were just gonna go down to the lake, so, thought I'd just check in before
Are you going back to the lake?
Yeah, thought it was time.
I guess we all need to deal with grief in our own ways. I respect you. You're a young lady now.
Yeah, I've been trying to find some things about, the prophecy and yeah, I've come to grips with a few things, but
Okay.
well, anyway, I figured I'd just let you know where I would be,
Yeah. Well,
just in case you would, I'm hoping I'll be back by tomorrow.
you will come home.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'll have something prepared. I'll go get something nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Be safe.
I will. I love you, Ma.
Love you too, sir.
I'll see you soon, Ma. And then there is one more person that I go talk to before I come back.
Yeah.
And I kind of go out of town a little bit.
Yep.
Into the woods.
Mhm.
And I kind of just look around and I'm like, right, well, I know you're around here somewhere.
Just burst like a little flame bursts out of the ground, and you see the man who you've been talking to. His flaming wings and sort of red scaly skin.
Well, I'm going back to the lake to find the guy that did it.
Good.
Any advice? Anything you want to say? I told you so.
Oh, I'm sure he'll say that. Like I'm sure you're fine. You've got this right. Just
You're not gonna give me no sword at the door and blessing or nothing like that, or
good luck.
you have to come with us.
But he sounds like he could kill me.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping he does, to be honest.
Well, but then I'd have failed my mission, and
Yeah.
we can't both have failed.
Well, then you-
prophecy,
Well, then,
if we both fail the god, then like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, well, that's kind of my whole thing. What's the point? So you better just you better do something then, so that you don't fail. That's what I'm saying. And
Okay.
try not to freak out my friends.
Oh, am I finally meeting them?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. I'm in.
Right, come along. And then I fucking burst a flame.
Mm-hmm.
He goes away, and I come back to you guys.
You walk into me being and this was when I was in the forest fight and we were fighting a little bit of a bear, and then he stitched me up, made it look like a bear mark, and then this one's and then there's also this one, and the one in the back of my head, and I'm just pointing out all the scars that he's over the years just stitched up.
Then he's like, as soon as you say the scar, she's like, I got this from there, and then she's like,
Yeah, I only really have the one injury, but I can't really cover it up.
Well, apart from one up here. I'm joking. It's great to see it. It's great.
Yeah,
to see it.
it's good to see it. It's good to see it.
All right, let's.
Alright, we can do this.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
We have another.
Better late than never, I guess. Let's go avenge Chester.
Well, yeah. Let's do it.
I wouldn't. Do we know if he's even there or?
Well, what do we know about this guy? Like, do we?
He killed Chester.
I might hold on a second, and I kind of just sit down, and my eyes, the like cataracts seem to like smoke up over, and I'd like to do glean lore on this to try and find out about this fucker that killed Chester. So glean lore.
Yep.
Religion check. You make it secretly. Critical success. I get an accurate clue. Success. I get 1 true, 1 false piece of info. Failure, I get an incorrect piece of information. And critical failure, I get 2 incorrect pieces of information. The DC gets lower the closer to my flames mystery the topic is.
Okay.
So
What's your religion?
it's +8.
+8?
We're on the level 5 version.
Yeah. You guys are level 5 now.
Yeah.
So, you get like the smoky sort of thing, and you, like, based on flashes of what happened, you are like reliving the moments that you saw him, you know, strangling Chester, melting him, and then swimming away. You are almost certain that it's some form of like demon, you know, opposing the prophecy of this god, doing something. You know for a fact that it, you know, he swam underwater. Maybe it's some sort of water-based demon of a nefarious god.
Yeah.
Is what you believe to understand about it.
Yeah. So I've been doing a little bit of digging on my travels, and I think this thing is some sort of water demon. Follows some kind of god.
Yeah, as long as it can be squished, I'm fine squishing it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Alright, let's head on out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Beelines it. You notice, so Benny has, she's kind of got like weird like lettering up her arms, and if anyone, no one would, maybe, does anyone have anything to do with Druidic?
Ooh, no.
No.
Alright.
I have a pretty high nature, but that wouldn't be.
Could I roll Law Academia?
Yeah.
Maybe I've read about Druidics. That is a 23.
23. So yeah, you realize that it is like something Druidic, but you know that there's no way in hell you could tell what it means or what it says or anything like that.
Is it like tattooed or?
Yeah, it seems to be tattooed, like just sort of like scrolling up her forearm.
Pretty cool tattoo.
So yeah. Thanks, you know.
So what's the outside world like?
You know, it's not really that different. It's just louder. You know.
More things that kill you, less things to love you.
Yeah. Honestly.
So, I'm getting a bit cooped up here. It would be nice to maybe come with you next time.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that worth traveling. Did make a friend though, and I brought him with me. Don't want you to really freak out because he looks a bit weird, but well.
What do you mean it looks weird?
Well, I mean, like flames burst up in front of us. This like flaming wind angel with a like wicked like yellow orange sword. He had some kind of shit going on with his mouth and eyes.
So he's kind of like, it looks like he's got almost like a hood on, but it looks like it's metal and bolted to his face. And then he's got like 3 wings on each side that are like flaming, and he's got his big fucking flaming sword. And then he's scaly and...
So yeah, you know, I've been doing a little bit of looking into prophecy, and you know.
And he's like, oh.
You see me like turn into like you just at that like that moment just goes from like fingers and claws and stuff to full just mane just appears from down here. You see the rest of my body covered in like hairs. I just like get a little bit bigger.
Whoa, Jamie, no.
What the fuck?
He's
I've got my blowpipe in my mind.
He's you know the Sword of Dawn, like in church. This is one of their angels.
Hey, Angostura.
I guess I can't freak out.
Oh, so you are an angel?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
I show you turn back down. I'm like,
The Sword of Dawn.
You know much about angels?
No.
Do I? Can I?
You roll Law Academia.
That's a nice big juicy 30.
Yeah, you... Hang on, let me pull it up. What is it? Yeah, so the Sword of Dawn is the god of just persevering through the night, protecting your allies. It's Night Watchman. It's like flaming vengeance on all who would corrupt the world, that sort of thing. And you think, like, as well, based on the prophecy of we're going to stop the darkness, this is more than likely, absolutely 100% the god that has chosen you five.
Yeah, okay. And this is an angel of that god.
And this is 100% an angel of this god.
I'm like, oh, cool. Fucking sick. More prophecy shit.
Yeah, well, I'm not really happy about it either. He's kind of... I don't know.
Fucking thing was broken.
Well, that's why I'm kind of here to... I mean, I guess...
He thinks he's going to get us back on track, and I've been kind of fighting him about it for a couple of years now.
Well, listen, buddy, this is my job. We've all got things. You think I don't want to be in heaven right now? You think I don't want to be frolicking?
What's heaven like?
I don't really get to you frolicking.
Well, that's because you've never seen me have a good time. Because you're a fucking stick in the mud.
Listen, if you would just fuck off back to heaven, that would be great for all
Oh,
of us.
I would if I could. Would I not? When you just decide you don't want to see me anymore?
Yeah.
I'm stuck in a waiting room.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking at the receptionist. She's looking at me. We're both just making eye contact, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, sorry.
Why don't you go talk to the receptionist?
Kim doesn't want me. Shh. You ever tried talking to someone with mouths that just shift across and talk in 17 different languages at once?
That's what it feels like when I talk to you,
Okay.
Well, it's a loose term.
We're kind of spiritually linked. Look, if you look at my burn and I show like the arm that has the sword, he has the exact same pattern burn up it. So...
We're stuck together.
Cool. I guess we're stuck with you then, hey?
Well, yeah.
I know the feeling. Like this took me a while to get used to.
Yeah.
Get used to all this, but like it's a part of me now, and I guess.
Be like him. What's your name?
My name's Jamie. Look.
The fat one? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. He's a looker now, isn't he?
Definitely took a while.
Notice I turned us into a kid. Fuck
What
off.
about
Is
this
this
scrawny nerd?
man made of like flames?
So he's covered in like red glittering scales.
Oh, okay.
Sort of looks a bit like, no, he's medium sized? Like,
Medium.
yeah, basically the same sort of size as you guys.
But like, if you count the flames, he takes up like the wings. He takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
But he is medium sized mechanically.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned. Have you got anything you want to tell everyone?
No, man. I've just been
Hitting the books.
Hey, there ain't nothing he can't fix though. I've tried.
What about the prophecy?
Let's not. And you can see.
Do you want to go back to the waiting room?
No,
I can send
I
you back.
don't want to go to the waiting room.
You can see.
Can we
Jamie
just
winks
go
at,
to the
like,
beach so we can get back to town?
I imagine we're like on the way to the beach.
Yeah, we're just like walking there.
Can we walk a little bit faster?
Benny's just like, yeah, fucking, just wait 1 second. And she like sort of puts her hand on the trees and starts like,
It's kind of fun taking a grumpy time.
That's why I always do it.
alright, the trees are gonna help us. And she just starts walking.
Sick trees. Let's go.
Hey, you wouldn't be talking to who's the color?
Natos, I think. Let me. It's not
Scrap
great.
stuff.
Yeah, Natos.
That's
the
like
thing.
kindness and.
That's revering nature, fostering growth, advocating peace between chaos. Yeah.
You wouldn't be talking to the god of nature, would you?
No, I was talking to the trees.
Okay. Well, if it's any similar, like that's who originally imbued my ancestors with this power, and that's why I can do the things I can. I thought maybe it might be similar.
No, connected with nature, you know. Born in a storm, covered in wolf's blood and my mom's blood, kind of apparently nature was like, boom, you know. I can talk to trees. Can we just, alright, I can talk to trees. Are you happy? Cool. Sorry, it's not a flaming dragon. I thought I could overlap that by killing a bunch of stuff.
Has Benny always just been a little bit fucking short-tempered and grumpy?
Yes. Yeah, you know how.
You know, it's okay, baby.
I mean, everyone's got their stuff. I didn't
That's
know.
more.
I didn't
That's
know I
more
was
useful
cat
than
person.
me.
He's got a flaming little angel, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
I think
I
talking
like-
trees actually pretty even, like normal
growing up with a mum who did everything on her own. I don't like to use my magic because that's not me. It's nature, you know?
Hey, you don't gotta tell me twice about that. I get you.
Yeah. So I don't like to use it, but I understand when necessary we have to. And also we are here.
I was gonna say about 5 minutes before we get to the lake, I did want to do one thing,
Yep.
and that's Sam passes out on the ground for 10 minutes.
This is gonna
Yeah, I got him.
You got him,
Yeah,
yeah.
but pick him up.
And then
Over one shoulder.
after 10 minutes, I go,
what the fuck?
and I've cast Augury.
Yep.
And I want to know whether, in the next 30 minutes, if trying to go along with the demon's demands will be wheel woe or wheel and woe or nothing. So you roll a DC 6 flat check, don't you tell us about it.
Yep.
On a failure, the result is always nothing, but otherwise, it's, you tell me if going along with the demon's demands would be wheel and woe, or nothing.
Wheel.
Cool. So, yeah, I just...
Out of time?
Huh?
What does Will mean? Is Will like
That's good.
That's good. So I wake up, my, like, eyes are, like cataracted, like, over, and you can see that, like, the burns look like if you were to do a medicine check, you'd be like, this person has just been pulled out of a fire. And I go,
Fresh ball.
You smell like bacon.
yeah. I go, long pig. We have to do what he says.
Oh, right.
Okay, right.
What do you mean? What just happened to you? You just gone past it.
I
You gonna do that a lot?
try not to, you know. I'm a little more plugged into the prophecy than I was previous, maybe. And the prophecy says we need to go along with what it says.
Okay, I'll put you down.
Alright.
You're doing.
Let's go find this dickhead, I suppose.
He's over here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm playing.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Just lie all the time.
You get to the beach and you can sort of see a tree overhang the water with like a rotted piece of rope hanging from it. There's some like just big log with chunks that have been hacked out of it just laying in the middle of a clearing. And standing on the beach, you see a man with his back to you, sort of long blonde hair.
Does he look like our age? Like he's not
Yeah.
12 anymore?
Yeah, he looks about your age. And yeah, he sort of like turns around and he's like, my friends,
Weapon drawn.
you got my letter.
Oh, Mikey. Oh.
So you don't want your family to die?
No.
You're the only one dying today.
Well, no. See, you guys are going to do something for me, right? Because, I mean, you don't want dear, Tayer and Hildy. You want
Touch
them
my
to work.
family and I will tear you to shreds.
Well,
We're gonna do what you say, just get it over with.
wow, but I'm enjoying this. Isn't this fun?
No.
Little tit for tat, bit of fun.
There's no
I've waited
tit.
like 10 years for this, guys. Come on. Can you just, for me?
What do you want, cunt?
Just have a bit of fun. Alright. I just need you guys to go into the, Midas. Not you two, you've never left the city. I've been watching you. You've gone, you know the city. But basically, I just need you to go pick up a package for me. I'll be watching. I've got my little ways, so
Okay,
don't
just
try and
pick it up
open the
yourself.
package. Because I don't want to go to the city. I got other shit I need to be. I got other shit to do.
So you've been watching. So you saw that time I took a massive shite.
Well, Whenever you
That
start
one time-
going to the toilet, I start
If you-
watching.
If you've been watching, you would know about it. And I want to use my lie to me feat, which lets me use my deception as an insight.
Okay.
Because I'm lying about a specific massive shit.
What's your
To see if he like gets caught up in it.
What's your deception?
My deception is 13
Alright, no, versus what his perception.
against his deception.
Oh.
Because it's like I'm doing perception for insight, but I'm using deception instead.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm telling my own lies to see if I catch him up in him.
That's really sick.
Yeah, no, he's kind of just like. So you're telling a lie to see if he goes along with it.
Yeah, because he's lying.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's just like that. What shit? I don't what. What are you on about?
Yeah, he is watching us. I take very small data.
Or if you've been,
You're like a rabbit. I've never even seen you wipe. And now you know he has been watching you.
My secret. That was the first. The burn wasn't the prophecy marker. It was they never needed to change me as a child.
if you've been watching us, you know what I'm about to do to you, and it just fucking
No, don't!
and like starts burning up.
Jamie, don't do it. Don't do it, Jamie.
Come and get me. Give it a go. What do you not remember 10 years ago?
Yeah, I'm a little more different than 10 years ago.
I mean, you can like look. Just I'll talk to you guys. Before he starts ripping me to shreds. I just need you to
He's
go.
not gonna-
You're gonna see Calamos. He's my friend. He's got a package for me. I've already paid him. You just gotta pick it up, bring it back to me, and we're all good. We're square.
I look at you and I'm like, why the fuck are we doing this?
Cause I'll kill your family.
Right, the way I see it, we either do it, he kills our family, and then we end up having to do it in some fucked up way anyway, or we just do it, we get it over with, you know.
And old
Some
Mara and Father
fucking
get to
prophecy.
live a bit longer.
That's it. I'm done with this.
So if we don't wait, do you get to live a little bit longer?
No, you're Mara and Pa.
Oh.
And you're just like walking up and he's
Oh, you can
yeah.
kill my pa if you want. I don't know that cunt.
What? Have you not heard his music?
No.
Oh, it's terrible. It's great. I love leaving him alive. Like the fact that he is out there putting his shit in taverns. It's a masterpiece.
Carlos, right?
That's who you guys are checking out.
There's a 30 here.
Yeah, you just fucking clobber the cunt.
Whack. Another one. Just
Jamie, don't!
whack.
You're just shredding this man's clothing right off of his skin, and he's like, that was really expensive. You basically, it feels like you were just like rubbing your hand across rubber. Like you're hitting the skin, you're pushing it, but you're not breaking it.
I just like grab him by the neck, and I'm just like roaring at him, like strangling him alive.
Andy, can you get him off or something?
Yeah, so just go to Calabas. He's in Midas. It's just whenever you guys are ready, but like quickly.
Midas is a big place, you know.
You'll know Calamos.
What size is this person?
He's medium sized.
Medium sized?
Yeah, he's a
Can I just fucking? I don't have suplex, but can I just pick him up and slam him into the wall?
Yeah, what's your athletics? Give it a roll.
I shall try. That's 7 plus 13 is 20.
No. So you're like choking him out, and you go to like slam him in the water, and he just kind of like, all right, this is lovely. Like you've had your fun, and he, we good? You got?
And I'm just like frustrated internally with myself that I just can't hurt this human. I'm like,
Go slash the water or
fine, we'll do what he wants to do. I can walk off.
I'm like,
Walk off.
I follow you and I'm like, you feel better, buddy?
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Trying to tell you.
Let's go do this fucking cunt's errand. Thanks for
Pick
fucking
up-
prophecy.
Pick up that log that took me like when I was like 12, took me like 2 hours to cut up. Pick up the log and just fuck. Move it over and fuck.
Yeah, you feel like a big man then?
Yeah, fucking mate, you feel like
I mean, you feel like a pretty little man.
What?
Yeah, I gotta take a shit, so that's where we'll leave this session.
Man, you be shitting.
No, it's about 1:20, so it's time.
I need to pee anyway.
fair enough. We yeah.
Are we still playing?
We can keep going for a bit if you want.
Well, it's been like an hour
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
the
true.
session, so it's
Yeah. That's
yeah.
Oh, how long ago this fucking
Calling it cut it. Oh.